Now we'll look into the Forest Conservation Act. The salient features of the act are as follows. The state government has been empowered under this act to use the forest only for forestry purposes. So this is not coming under both state and central government, it is mostly in state government. So the state governments are empowered, and you can see when you are traveling from Karwar to Hubli and all, a lot of this Kirvati and all, there are forest depots are there, so they can use for forest only for the forestry purpose. It makes provision for conservation of all types of forest, and for this purpose there is an advisory committee which recommends funding for it to the central government. See, please understand, for every person to survive on this planet Earth, we require oxygen, and this we require almost 7 trees which produce oxygen for one person. Okay, good countries like Canada and all, for every person they have got around 10,000 trees, because Canada has got a population of around 3.5 crores, whereas India has got 138 crores population. So number of trees are very less. We have to increase. The forest cover in Canada is almost 65%, whereas forest cover in India is only 22%. But we should have 1/3 of our land under forest cover. Then only we will get good oxygen for breathing. Not for man, even for animals also. Any illegal non-forest activity within a forest area can be immediately stopped under this act. So in the forest, no illegal activity, non-forest activity should not take place. So who administer these forest officers? District forest officer, conservator of forest, they administer the forest act. So the act deals with 4 categories of forest, namely reserved forest, village forest, protected forest, and private forests. So we shall look into all these 4 types of forest. One is reserved forest. These forests are under the direct supervision of the government, and no public entry is allowed for collection of timber or grazing of cattle. So reserved forest means, I think here Anshi forest and all, that is reserved, Dandeli reserve forest. In the reserve forest, the public cannot go and cut the trees for like firewood, and also they can't take their cattle for grazing. That is not allowed. Then you have got protected forest. These forests are looked after by the government, but the local people are allowed to collect fuel wood, timber, and graze their cattle without causing serious damage to the forest. See, all this reserve forest and protected forest, forest guards are there. So they will be going and seeing the activities happening in the forest. So protected forest also there will be forest guards, but local people, the villagers and all, the nearby villages, those people are allowed to collect the firewood timber. Means if the broken trees are there, dead trees are there, they can cut the things which are fallen on the ground, and also they can take their animals like cows, buffaloes, and all cattle for grazing, but they should not damage the forest. Then there is third is village forest. For every village, reserved forest assigned to a village community is called as village forest. And private protected forest, these forests refer to protected areas inside India whose land rights are owned by individuals or big corporations and organizations. Some old, in earlier days, some all landlords were there, and even Maharajas were there. So they owned a lot of land, and in that land, if any forests are there, they are known as private protected forest. Even some big companies, they have got their own forest now. So these all come under the private protected forest. So these are the 4 types of forest. So what are the penalties if a person who commits any offense, any of the offenses like cutting the tree, that is felling the tree, or strips of the bark, okay, or leaves from any tree, or sets fire to such forest, or kindles a fire without taking precautions to prevent its spread to any tree mentioned in the act, whether standing or felled, or fells any tree drags timber or permits cattle to damage any tree shall be punishable with imprisonment for a term which may extend to 6 months or with a fine which may extend to 5,000 rupees, 500 rupees or both. See, any person going into the forest, cutting a tree or removing the bark, okay, from the trunk, or taking out leaves, or putting fire, or starts a fire without taking precautions, huh? Whether it is on standing tree or a cut tree, or drags timber, or takes a lot of cattle to damage the trees, he can be punished with jail for 6 months or a fine of rupees 500 or both. So these are the provisions of the Forest Conservation Act. So we should be very careful. There are reserved forests, there are protected forests. So we cannot go and cut the trees in the forest, as there are a lot of guards, and these forests are covered under the Forest Conservation Act of 19. This state government mainly deals with the act, and they have the authority. We can't cut any old trees and all. They will only cut. They have depots. They will collect and then they will auction. But it is left to the enforcement of the act is left to the respective state governments. Thank you.